What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rising Trails, and we're back here at Hersheypark on September 6th, Saturday. This is the second to last day of the summer operating season. It's really a bonus day because the boardwalk is not open today, so it's really a bonus day, but you can still use your meal plans and stuff like that. But there is a concert today, and actually, I believe right now going on over at the Giant Center, they're having the giant RV show, whatever. They have a lot of RVs. It's actually kind of fascinating how many different ones they have, like even like campers and all kinds of things like that. It'd be interesting to see what all they have there and go there sometime. But nevertheless, you know, we didn't have to park too far considering that the concert's today, so it shouldn't be too busy other than the fact that there is a concert and an RV show going on. But nevertheless, it shouldn't be too busy. That is to be expected on a bonus weekend like this, mostly just like pass holders and stuff, because there's no other draw. I mean, all of the attractions in Hersheypark are open. It's just the boardwalk isn't open. There's no specialty event. It's not like Dark Nights yet. That's not till next Friday. So it's to be expected that it wouldn't be too crowded, so shouldn't be too bad. But let's get into the park and see what all we can do. And it's hard to believe that the summer season is almost over. Just today and tomorrow, the last 2 days. And then we go to Dark Nights on the 12th. So let's get in the park. Yeah, and as you can see, they already have corn already up here. So it's interesting. Probably the next week, you know, actually be preparing, putting out corn or not hay bales and stuff. I don't know, did the park put those leaves there or did they fall? I'm not sure. They may have fallen, but it kind of looks like the park planted them there, but I don't know. So it's definitely a lot of preparations for Dark Nights and Hersheypark Christmas Candy Lane. So like I said, it's just, what, 6 days away from today. So it's basically already here. Hey guys, we came over to Overlook, which is the first time this season I've eaten here, actually. Pretty crazy. And I got the crispy chicken sandwich and the mac and cheese, so let's see how it is. First time eating here this season. Okay, so we finished at Overlook. The food was great as usual, but I think today's video is going to be an update because, you know, the park is very crowded today. So, you know, and there's a lot of things to update, especially for Dark Nights here. So I'm not sure what maze is going to be going here, but you can see everything that they have here. They have that, whatever. I mean, I don't even know what everything is here. I don't know what the story behind it is, but you can just see everything. Had this whole midway blocked out here, blocked off. Of course, I believe they all use that tunnel there for the maze, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, everything else here, added all these crates along the pathway here and different pieces of wood and stuff. So this pathway is blocked off for Dark Nights and next Friday, of course. So over here, this pathway that they added here, you know, carved the pathway out through the landscaping here. I like that they did it, you know, especially because people used to just walk through the landscaping that was here. But what I don't like is how close they put this curb and this railing here. The angle that they put it at, I wish it was more out like this way, because especially when everybody's filling up over here, it creates a line, and it's real tight to get through here if you're going up to the Kissing Tower or whatever. So that's one thing that I wish they would have changed here. I don't think it's a good idea the way they did it. And of course, the vending machine, cup vending machine is out of order again. They tend to be out of order a lot. I mean, there's always a few working in the park, but every once in a while one is out of order. And of course down here, the midway for, you know, the scare zone or the haunted house, I'm not sure which is coming here, but it is blocked off here with these orange things. I'm not sure if the entrance or the exit will be on this side. Previous years, I know the entrance is on this side, but I am not sure. But they have it blocked off here, and they have some more crates down here and stuff. I'm sure there'll be more theming and more elements added in the next week. but you know, just slowly getting ready for this haunted house or scare zone. Of course, they have some of these like mining tunnel entrances. One here, and then they also have one over here. I guess this is more like of an outhouse. But they have down here, I'm not sure if, I think they're just, you know, more like advertisements or something, not necessarily integrated into any scare zone or haunted house. And of course, all throughout the park, they have these wait time posters or whatever. And of course over there at Trailblazers Catering is Haunted Coal Mine. And actually, or the former Trailblazer Catering is Haunted Coal Mine. And over there, I think they're orienting some of the scare actors today, which is pretty cool. And there's also an ACE event going on, so you know, today is definitely a very busy day at the park today. Orientations, ACE events, lots of people just here. There's a lot of things going on today throughout Hershey. I mean, giant RV show, concert, ACE event, orientation for the scare actors. So a lot of things are going on today. So of course that definitely contributes to the busyness of the park today. So definitely a lot of things going on throughout Derry Township. And also they have the entrance to the Fallout Zone here by Tidal Force, of course. I mean, nothing's changed from previous years, but just it's already up here. And they haven't necessarily set up anything on the bridge this year for the fire, whatever you want to call it, disaster as I call it, ruining the bridge. Nothing's necessarily set up on the bridge, but they have all these, you know, nuclear waste crates. And there's a bunch of wires running from Tidal Force's station. They're plugged into some of these receptacles here, and also they're running over here, over to the lighthouse. Then they have whatever this thing is, some sort of machine. And then this frog place, I don't remember what it was called before, but they rethemed it to Hazrats. Interesting name. Couldn't come up with anything better, I guess. But yeah, you have some things in the lighthouse here, just, you know, behind the scenes stuff. And then it is interesting, it is probably just for dark nights to access, you know, everything to set it up. But they do have a bridge or a walkway, some sort of thing. And so I'm not sure if it was there recently, but or previous years. But they have, you know, a bridge there set up between the either sides of the Tidal Force station, probably just for access for dark nights. Of course, they also have this thing up by here. Some sort of storage thing for what it says, but I don't know. But it also looks like they have rethemed the whatever this is called, cut crust or whatever, to toxic crust. Toxic crust. I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's toxic crust, but it's not the best crust. And also the Dark Knights Emporium. This used to be some sort of beach shop. I really don't remember, but it was a beach shop. And then here they have some more theming elements. This is a lot different than at least the last time I came to Dark Knights, but nevertheless, it's interesting. You know, it is midway of Misery, so definitely interesting. I don't know what that is supposed to be up on top there, but nevertheless, you know, lots of theming into this. But one interesting thing to note is this ledge here was supposed to, you know, look like it's chipped and stuff, but, you know, they didn't paint the edges of the styrene foam, so it doesn't really look like it's a concrete pillar. And it looks like they've already put up the signs for Shakalicious laugh track. I do not believe that the ride is actually themed yet inside, so if you ride it, it's just normal laugh track. It's just they have the sign up here, and then they have a mural on the back. So definitely wait till the 12th to ride this, because it's just going to be normal laugh track. It's not going to have any of the integrations to Shakalicious gummies until the 12th. So if you're here before the 12th, don't ride it, because you want to wait till the 12th once it actually is Shakalicious laugh track. Still, in terms of the ride inside, it's the same still until the 12th, where they will, integrate whatever. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be, but nevertheless, some sort of theming towards Shakalicious gummies. Yeah, and here's another example of these wait times posters, or whatever you want to call it. And then, of course, over here we have Antemortem's Abattoir. It looks like inside it's all set up. I can't be sure of that unless you go in, but nevertheless. And then in terms of the outside, of course, they added these little poster stands things. Well, it doesn't look like they've installed them yet, but nevertheless, or at least, here, and they'll probably install them along the midway, like there or something. And they have this fortune wheel thing over here. I guess it's supposed to be interactive or whatever, but I mean, you can't even see it, so I don't know why they'd have it, or you can't even see what's on the, it's hard to see what's on the spinner wheel. And of course, another one of these wait time boards, and it looks like they've already removed tiny tracks and installed the queue for Antemortem's Abattoir. So, an annual occurrence. Guess they can't find anywhere to put the queue, so they just remove tiny tracks every year and put the queue in here. But that's about it for the updates in terms of Dark Nights. But overall, I mean, it's a lot of updates, a lot of changes. Definitely getting everything done ahead of time by a lot. And they also have some of the food trucks, like the Milton's Ice Cream Parlor food trucks, parked at the boardwalk or in the boardwalk. It's probably just to store them. It looks like they have a whole bunch there. I don't know if they'll ever be open in the boardwalk, and it also discourages people from thinking the boardwalk's open, because they see the food trucks there and they're not going to go into the boardwalk. And as for laugh track, in terms of seeing anything that's like obviously pointing towards it being its last season, in terms of them taking the ride apart in a certain way, or the usual off-season stuff, it just looks like the usual off-season stuff. So I mean, that's not to say that this wasn't its last season, but there's not really a way of telling in terms of the way that they're closing the ride for the season. The only way of telling would be inherently saying that they're this was its last season, like taking out pieces of track or something, or trough rather, or something like that, or removing the chain, stuff like that. That would be inherently like, yeah, this is its last season, or it's being rehabbed. And another nice update here is right in front of Twizzler's Twisted Gravity. They've added this really nice informational sign. It has Twisted Gravity, Cool Cracker, restrooms, Great Bear, Comet, Super Duper Looper, and Skyrush. So a nice addition for up here, because I mean, they have so many rides stacked on top of each other. You definitely need lots of directional boards for people's, even if you've been to the park multiple times, I could see you having a hard time finding something you need to find. I mean, like the restrooms or something. But yeah, nice addition. Okay guys, now I'm gonna get a ride on Skyrush. Okay guys, just got off of Skyrush, row 6, right wing seat. It was a great ride. I did notice that it was very shaky and pretty rough on that specific ride. I don't know if it was the seat or it's just how it's running today, but I noticed especially that first turnaround after the largest airtime hill. That's the worst part. It shakes side to side a lot, and you know, definitely a lot shaky. And also they are running row 4 and 5. They have trash can. They have those rows blocked off. I don't know why. You know, it may have been at one point they had ADA or something, and they wanted to clear out a spot so they'd have a row for them. But I don't know. You could never tell why they blocked off a row. But nevertheless, a day like today, they really could use those 2 extra rows. Okay guys, now we're getting a ride on the Dry Gulch Railroad. Sitting backwards this time. I've done it backwards before, but just decided to do it backwards again. Okay guys, we came over to Spring Creek Barbecue and got the pulled pork sandwich and the corn on the cob. This is the first time we're getting the corn on the cob, so we'll see how it is. So let's dig in. Okay guys, just finished at Spring Creek Barbecue. The pulled pork was good as always, and I'm not a person that eats corn on the cob a ton. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I like it, and that was a good one. It's not my favorite. There are definitely corn on the cobs that are a lot better, but overall it was a pretty good corn on the cob, and the food overall was good. And then after that, I started running up the hill up to Sorm Runer, and then I ran up the stairs of Sorm Runer, and then right as I came down, right as I was on the bridge over Sorm Runer, like in this station, that's when the air gates opened on the left side, and I noticed there was one other single rider, so I was able to sit with him. So I literally ran right up there, and I went, as I was running and I was in the station, I was able to get right on the ride. So it was crazy. I was getting right on the ride, and even right before the launch, I still felt like I was like, you know, I still hadn't settled down from running, so it was pretty crazy. But overall, it was a great ride on Sorm Runer. If you could do something like that, get on it. Like, I literally ran onto the ride. That's how. There was like no line, and it was a lot of fun overall, and a great ride on Sorm Runer. And another update is back here behind Music Box Theater. They've set up for, I'm not sure if this is a haunted house or a scare zone. They've set up for it. They have all sorts of fake, I guess like plastic rock faces, fake rocks. They have this big DJ scaffolding with lights and speakers on it. So I think this is going to be a scare zone. I'm not sure. It might be a haunted house, but that's all they have set up. And they also have a, I don't know if you can see it with the low light on this camera, but they do have like a big pot, like a witch's pot there as well. So lots of things set up over here, you know, these fake rock work, DJ scaffolding, and like a witch's pot. So another scare zone or haunted house throughout the park. They're going to have quite a few this year. They're definitely getting very prepared for dark nights. I mean, it's just 6 days away, like I've said many times, so definitely want to get prepared for that. And as we can see, they put up 3 trash cans in front of the monorail access. So now that they've done that, no kid will ever be able to access the station platform up there. It's completely safe since they've added 3 trash cans there. That's basically like a Fort Knox. It's like Fort Knox now. A kid is not going to be able to get up there with 3 trash cans in front of the entrance. It's great. And they also already have the Halloween overlay on the disc truck. And they also have 2 pumpkins out here, you know, giant like foam pumpkins of plastic. And they have this meet and greet formerly the Skyrush station, all decked out with cobwebs. So that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you go down and do that. That helps out a lot. I hope you enjoyed today's update and you enjoyed all of the new things going on at Hersheypark. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you go down and do that. That helps out a lot. See you in the next one.